Alright, hello everybody, this is Quelaaris. We're going to be playing some Dark Souls 1 today. Going to be playing where we left off last time. With our no armor, no shields, and no magic run. I believe we were about to go fight Quelaaris. Let me turn the game volume down. That's better. Alright, let's go fight Quelaaris. We are above Andre's workshop. Go back to Firelink Shrine. Take the Valley of Drake's entrance. We do have an upgraded Bandit's Knife and Ascended Scimitar. We won't be using the Bandit's Knife too much up ahead, because most enemies cannot be critically hit up ahead. I gotta adjust this wire. But yeah, I've been playing on my own with another run, and I have a shield in that run, so I gotta get used to the party timing again. But it shouldn't be too bad. I have a lot of HP. So at this point we could go down to the catacombs, but the only real reason to do so is for the Rite of Kindling, which I don't really need, and the fire weapon enchant, which I don't need. Both of which are actually pretty good, but it's just such a pain getting out of the catacombs when you don't have teleport yet. So, are we going to get our third Firekeeper soul? We really should, since we have so much HP. It's really not going to be easy. Maybe I could put it off for a little while, I don't know how long though. The third Firekeeper soul is in Blight Town, it's just very hard to get. I think I'll get it, it might take me a few tries. Not a huge deal. Alright, these are the only enemies in the entire area that can be critically hit. Are the next enemies we're fighting. Try to aggro only one of them if I can. Being quite unobservant. There we go. Alright, that's pretty good damage. Parrying them really isn't that hard, but the animation is longer, so it could very well be faster to just backstab them. Especially because I think it's 3 hits either way. I can't seem to backstab this guy though. I don't actually know if you can parry two-handed weapon swings from great hammers. I'm not really going to try it. Wow, that bleed does a lot of damage to these guys. Might have even been faster in the backstabs. So yeah, I did look up the cause of the frame rate issues, and it's basically just the game, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh well. That just is a key I don't need. I have the master key. Power Within is over there. That wouldn't be half bad. Oh wait, we're not using magic. Right. Game's still a little loud, actually. Maybe I'll just turn down the sound effects and leave the rest the same. Ow. Alright, I get poisoned in one hit again. That's unsurprising. I have a lot of HP though. 2 hits isn't bad, but I guess that's because I'm two-handing. I'm not used to two-handing my weapon. Oh, now I'm toxic. Poison and toxic, huh? Controller is still dropping inputs. Oh, I could try changing out the cable, that might help. I don't know. Alright, put the steel over here. I'll go ahead and kindle it because I can. Oof. Continue to level up. I'm not going to be spending souls on any shopping for quite a while. There's a dragon scale over here that we really don't need at all, but I will get it. I'll probably sell it. I think they're worth like 2,000. Be decent. They're very rare. Might be the rarest crafting material in the game. Well, other than Titanite slabs, I suppose. Alright, so there are, I believe, 2 souls in this swamp that I want to get, and a large Titanite shard. And the enemies over here also have a pretty good chance of dropping large Titanite shards. Ah, Blighttown is pretty laggy. I believe this is one of the souls. Yep. Like 3,000, I think. Yeah, these slugs have one shot. That's nice. I want to say they have about an 8 to 10% chance of dropping a large Titanite shard, but you kill a lot of them, so it adds up. We'll kill those guys on the left later. They're not in my path right now. Man, cannot wait to get out of Blighttown. I don't think this lag is going to go away. So yeah, I suppose this game one's actually worse than the original. It didn't when it first came out. When I played it, it ran fine. But now it seems to. Even when I'm... That's half my health. Even when I'm not streaming or recording. Seems to have frame rate problems. Pretty much whenever it wants now. So I honestly don't know if I'd recommend the remastered version anymore. I used to. Just because it was superior to DS6, but I don't know if it is with the frame rate drops. I mean, it can lose you fights, for sure. Hey, I didn't see the soul item, but I got the large Titanite shard. Well, I don't know. This is a pretty big open area. Ben's Fortress is a little smaller. I don't know if I can really rely on it being faster though. I don't spend too much time here though. I don't get all the items. Any items? No? Okay. Well, we got one large Titanite shard drop. I'd say that's a little bit worse than average, but not too bad. We're going to grab the other soul before we go back to the campfire, or the bonfire. Actually, I have a fast roll. I might actually... Yeah, the fast roll, it's faster to roll in Blighttown. I forgot. There's Manny or Mildred. There's my other soul. Time for some parties. There's some bugs. Hopefully they don't bother me. Ah, it was too late. Too early. There we go. Huh. I really hate these bugs. Alright, you should be dead now. I guess I'll pick up the butcher's knife. I'm not gonna use it, but... Oh, don't kill me, please. Just because I wanted the butcher's knife. That's not nice. It's a great weapon. I know in some Souls game that has S strength scaling. I don't know if it does in this game. I would say yes, though. Alright. Reinforce my scimitar once. I will use these souls that I picked up. 6,000, 3,000 each is pretty decent. Get some more points in dex. I think I do want to put some points into endurance because my main weapon that I'll use in the late game uses more stamina than this weapon. I want to be able to swing 4 times. I think that'd be good. But I don't know, it's not a huge priority. I might actually get more HP. Of course there's resistance, but I don't think any amount of resistance short of like 40 is gonna make any difference in how much it takes to poison me or bleed me. Yeah, the path I'm taking right here is what I think is the optimal path. Don't aggro any of the big guys. Nice. Got time to use a poison moss, which I don't have, so I get to fight the boss poison. But that's fine. After all, I have lots of HP. So I believe fire damage is pretty good against unarmored enemies, and this boss does like 75% fire damage. So that's gonna be cool. There's Manor Mildred's summon sign. I don't like to use summon signs. Alright, focus time. Ooh, that's pretty decent damage. Oh, that's gonna hit. Nope, we're fine. Fast roll, baby. I do not want to get close to that lava. This would probably not one-shot me. I don't know though. This is her longest attack animation. Very nice. I love the fast rolls, man. Ah, no hitless Quelaaris. Get over here. I got hit once. I'm okay with that. Not too bad. I did not expect to do anywhere near that damage, actually. I guess two-handing your weapon really helps. I guess I can go do the, ceaseless discharge fight. I don't really need the souls for anything in particular. So yeah, ring the second bell, opens up Sen's fortress. We got a bit of a secret over here. This guy will level up your pyromancy flame. You have to join Quelog's sister's covenant. I think her name is Quelana. Come on. Not that I plan on using the pyromancy flame, but we got a great chaos fireball, so there's that. Alright, go deeper in. This area is not relevant for a little while. If you want really good pyromancies, you can go here early. But generally you do this like 2/3 of the way through the game. But we're just here to kill one boss. He's got a trick that makes killing him really easy. You can actually see him from here. He's pretty big. This is Quelog's only son. I don't know what his name is. Yeah, all of Quelog's children got turned into demons after they tried to recreate the first flame using pyromancy. Became the bed of chaos. You know what, I should probably go get the Chloranthy ring after this. Just because I've got basically an open ring slot that I'm not using for anything, and it's a pretty good ring. He does not aggro as you first approach, and I'm not entirely sure why. Because, like, maybe this is one of his sister's, like, graves or something, and he gets mad at you for defiling it. But he's a demon, and all the other demons in the game attack you on sight, including Quelog, who is clearly sentient still. But yeah, I believe he opens up by spraying lava, and if you run, you'll die. It one-shots me on my soul level 1 run. I don't know if it one-shots me here. And now we should be good. He can't hit you while you're behind here, to my knowledge. His attacks are pretty slow, but they are accurate. They're infrequent, but they're fast. And for a while, I didn't understand what was happening here with this semi-secret way of killing this boss. But the ground down there gives way, so he can't get to me. And so he jumps, and his feet are dangling right now. And we do this, and he essentially dies from fall damage. Pretty fun fight. I guess I could have fought him legit. He's not that much worse than Quelaaris, if at all. But that's 20,000 souls. So that's nice. Some very slow enemies here that don't look threatening. They are. So their apparent weakness is what they use to lure you in. You get to level up again. Armor is at 62. That's pretty respectable for no armor at all. Like, kind of like a level 1 character with low, weak to medium armor, I suppose. Of course, in my soul level 1 run, I used good armor, so I've never actually had to fight this late in the game with weak armor. I use elite knight armor for most of it, for most of the soul level 1 run. Alright. Right hand weapon up to 212. Very good. Can't homeward bone because we rested at that bonfire. We gotta run back. It doesn't take that long though. And then we're gonna go get the Chloranthy ring. Not sure how much help it will be, since my stamina regen is already extremely high with no armor on. But whatever. Whoa there, camera. It is a little bit harder to avoid aggroing the mean guys on the way out than it is on the way in. It's really hard to see where you're going. I think I managed it though. That over there I believe is some armor. It might sell decently, but I don't know. I'm not gonna get it. I'm probably gonna aggro those guys, but they're not as big of a deal. They're guarding, I believe, a weapon that I don't need. No idea what's over there, though. I could farm the slugs on the way to the tree, but I don't think I need to. I'll just make a beeline for the tree and kill anything that tries extra hard to stop us. Get blocked. Oh no. Oh yeah, didn't I decide that rolling was faster with a fast roll? I don't know. If it's slower, it's not significantly slower. It feels faster. I don't think anything will follow me up this tree. Here's a secret that I didn't find in my first playthrough. Okay, so there's an illusory wall here, which I believe that's our first illusory wall. And there's a treasure chest behind it. And it's got some good stuff in it. Behind that treasure chest there's another illusory wall. I think this is the only instance in Dark Souls 1 of two illusory walls directly after each other. But I suppose directly after each other is a bit of a loose definition, doesn't it? In Sun's Fortress there are two that are like next to each other, but they're like 50 feet apart. You do have to go through one to get through the other. This is the Great Hollow. This is my favorite area thematically, if not Ash Lake. But it's pretty annoying to get through, so it's not my actual favorite area. Alright, I don't know if I can survive this fall. I got lots of health, I'll be fine. There's our Chloranthy ring. Pop it on, greatly increases stamina recovery speed. Let's see how much. It's noticeable, but it's not as large as I thought it would be. That's fine. Alright, and now we'll leave the Great Hollow. Yeah, this area is huge, actually, vertically. It's huge, and it never gets any narrower in radius. The Great Hollow is a great area, except you die 5 times trying to go down it. And I love the area that's at the bottom too, Ash Lake. Ash Lake has a bunch of, well, it's an ocean that you cannot see any ends to. I don't know what that is. Oh wait, yeah I do, it's green titanite shards. There's an ocean you can't see the end to, and inside the ocean are dotted arch trees that go up to the ceiling. And it's implied that the entire land of Lordran is held up by these arch trees, and that cavern stretches underneath almost all, if not all, of Lordran. Which makes sense according to the lore, because Ash Lake was the only thing that existed before the dragons got killed. And so they basically, over a tremendous amount of time, built up all this earth over it. And the Great Hollow is just an arch tree that happens to poke particularly far into the earth, to the point where you can see it on the surface. But I imagine someday it too would get swallowed up by the earth. Alright, we're gonna go get our last Firekeeper soul now. I would not be surprised at all if it took me more than one try. This is the last part of the game that I like to use firebombs in, because there's an enemy that you cannot hit with melee attacks. And he is mean. You do not have to kill him to get to the Firekeeper soul, but if you were to die and try again, he stays dead, so it makes it a lot easier the second time. Not only that, but he can snipe you while you're climbing up to the top normally, which he did on my way down. That's why I got toxic. Okay. I don't believe it's here. I believe it's one higher up. There's a bug. I would not mind using Firebomb on that thing, to be honest. So we're gonna get toxic here. It's basically impossible to avoid. Ooh, I do not have poise. So we're gonna need to be healing a lot. We're gonna have to go kind of fast. Kill all the enemies that can toxic us, so that if we have to retry this, we won't be toxic. My god, I did not know that those darts even did poise damage. This is gonna be harder than I thought. I think I'm dead. I can't. There's nothing I can do. Okay, this might take more than a couple tries. Ah, we almost got enough. Two down, I think there's 3 to go. That honestly did not occur to me that darts did poise damage. You know, it would make sense if you had a little bit of base poise, just saying, like, your body weighs stuff. But whatever. Whatever. We made progress and we learned something. That's what matters. And it is very important that I get this Firekeeper soul. This is the last Firekeeper soul in the game that you don't have to kill people for. Kill Firekeepers, that is. And our HP bar is huge. It's larger than a lot of characters at the end of the adventure. Especially because experienced players tend to build less tanky. I usually build pretty tanky though. I usually do HP, then dexterity, then vitality, then HP. So I usually max out dex and get vitality like halfway there. I think I went too far up. No, I didn't go far up enough. Yeah, I max out dex, I get my vitality about halfway to the soft cap, and I get my HP, so my endurance almost halfway to the soft cap. I get my HP at about to the soft cap, but not quite. Not quite. Usually get it to like 35. But that can change wildly depending on the challenge, right? Man, that's got a long throw animation. Everything is okay. Alright, is that everyone, or is there one more? I hear someone. Did he fall? Where are you, dude? Here's a thing. Oh my gosh. At least it only took 2 tries. Where is this dude? I think I saw sparks there for a second. There you are. Okay. Now, I highly doubt Blackfire bombs do any reasonable amount of damage to Hellhounds. But I mean, I'm not using them for the rest of the game. Yeah, no, that's not even worth trying. I do have daggers, but I have another thing I want to use them for. It's not a big deal. We will just try our best, inevitably die, and then try again with no toxic. That's the plan. If I can get a double kill here from a jump attack, I'll do it. Even though it would hurt me. Heal. Alright. That was the hardest part, but there is still another hard part. Gotta get past these guys. I think I'm just gonna suicide it because I only got 2,500 souls. I mean, I'll try my best to find my way out, but man, HP is good, man. This challenge is turning out so much easier than I thought it would. I specifically chose this challenge because I wanted to get one-shot by bosses, because fighting bosses is something I generally enjoy the most in games, out of all the gameplay available. But, I don't think that's ever gonna happen. Oh well. Soul level 1 run with no armor. That would suck because you couldn't use damage boosting gear. Well, in any case, we're ready to go back up to the surface now. Not be too hard. And we get to start Sen's Fortress. We're definitely going to want to ascend our dagger because we will make plenty of use of our dagger in Sen's Fortress. You can parry pretty much everything there. There are a few like rare enemies that you can't parry, but the basic enemies, the serpents, you can parry. So, if I do manage to finish this challenge, and I'm pretty sure I will, then I might actually put some more effort into this streaming thing. I don't, like, really want to make a whole lot of viewers, or get a whole lot of viewers, but I mean, if you're gonna do something, you might as well do it right. And I know I should make, like, thumbnails, and descriptions, and background screens, and maybe a face cam if I feel like shaving every day. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of face cam. So those are just thoughts. I've thought about doing Dark Souls Bingo, which looks a lot more interesting than Castlevania Bingo, or Pokemon or Binding of Isaac Bingo. I am very good at Castlevania, and I'm probably second best compared to the average person at Binding of Isaac. If not better, actually, because it's a roguelike, I think I might actually be better at Binding of Isaac than Castlevania. I've got a lot more hours in it, that's for sure. The Binding of Isaac Bingo, though, is extremely RNG heavy and it would take multiple runs. However, unlike the Castlevania Bingo, which is also extremely RNG heavy, I wouldn't need to farm, probably. I guess it depends on the goals. I didn't really want to fight both these guys at once, but that's what backstabs are for. Oh, no. Come on. Oh, I forgot these guys poison. Hooray for bleed damage. It really hurts these guys. This isn't the first time I've used a bandit's knife against them either. I just never bled them before. It does so much damage. Some would say it does 30% of their max HP. I guess it mostly surprises me because this isn't late game, this is mid game. Most mid game enemies can't get bled in 3 hits. They just aren't wearing armor. They are undead, you'd think they can't bleed, but whatever. I guess there are different types of undead in fiction, aren't there? Some of them still have blood pumping through their veins, like Cadence, Encrypted the Necrodancer. Of all the references I could have gone for, I went for the game that sold like 10,000 copies. It's a great analogy, though. The fact that Cadence's heart is still beating is very integral to the plot of the game. Alright, we got another Firekeeper soul. The last one. My soul level 1 run, I did not kill the giant blacksmith. In this run, I will not kill any Firekeepers. I mean, maybe I'm soft, but I don't like killing people who are trying to help me in video games. If it was the only way I could do it, then I would do it, but... Yeah, the entrance to Sen's Fortress is conveniently right next to Andre's workshop. It's really nice. Let's see, the next time I need to buy stuff from a merchant, the Giant's Blacksmith, it's gonna be quite a while. I just won't use any souls for a little while and I should have enough. I don't need to buy any armor from him like I usually do. Yeah, I really don't need that much money. So we are going to reinforce our... oh no, modify our bandit's knife. We upgraded ourselves. We're going to rest at our bonfire. And we're going to go kill Titanite Demon. Because we're going to need to have the Titanite scale he drops later. And because he poses a pretty nice little challenge right now, and later we would just destroy him. He's also right here, so I mean it's convenient. This guy, I wouldn't be surprised if he could one-shot me. He really does hit about as hard as some bosses. Not that attack, but his, like, jump attack, which is his ultimate attack. This one's definitely hard to do without a shield because he catches your rolls. Nice, we got the chloranthine ring is definitely helping. It really helps for these fights where you have to roll more than once per second. It allows you to keep the pressure on. Alright, there's our demon titanites, a little bit of souls. Alright, rest again, we can go do Sen's Fortress. We've got an hour before I have to bring down the stream. We should be able to go through the whole thing, but we'll see. Alright, so your first room, Sen's Fortress, is actually pretty challenging because it's got 2 man serpents. They're both pretty formidable, and you usually only have to fight them one-on-one. You sort of lead them out a little bit, and then you step on this pressure plate, and then they block everything. You can get a kill there, it's not reliable. Otherwise, you get a parry and backstab, pretty much. I got one. You parried the one behind the front one. Epic. Come on, parry timing. Okay, that one I couldn't have done anything about. They staggered their attacks too much. So that was a combination of bad RNG and the situation sort of devolving into something I couldn't recover from. I don't feel bad for dying there, but I do feel a little bad for not killing them before I got to the position where I couldn't really keep from dying. But I did preface it by saying this room is challenging. Generally, backstabs are the way to go. I just like parrying. These guys are relatively vulnerable to backstabs. Don't block it, please. Alright, we got one dead. I want to say you can get that to happen like 30% of the time. You cannot parry a snake bite. Parry on stairs, excellent. Imagine they're highly resistant to bleed because they have scales. Too late. Gotta get these parry timings back. I was doing okay before, but now when push comes to shove, I'm having some trouble. No drop. I believe that's 10,000 souls. Pretty nice. This room's not too bad once you learn the timing of the pendulums. You wait for the first one, you wait for the second one, and then you dash through the 2 last ones. You go under this bridge, and that guy up there can't hit you with lightning. Parry this guy and kick his ass off the edge. Or you could just parry him twice, I guess. Yeah, you parry that guy twice. And then of course you wait for this last one. Now this I have not done without a shield before. It's going to be interesting because his lightning attacks are going to stagger me much more than they would otherwise. So this might take a few tries to get right. I'm going to try now. Perfect so far. That's lightning. Nice. Whoop. That went well. Here's a trap. You can tell if an enemy is mimic or not by if their chain makes a circle or almost circle. They are not a mimic. If it makes an S, they are a mimic. This guy doesn't attack me right now. This guy does. He gets squashed by a boulder. Usually he gets knocked off by the second boulder if you can sandwich him in here. But I can't really do that because I don't have a shield. So we're just gonna have to parry him to death. Well, that did a surprising amount of damage. Alright, I'm not gonna heal yet because we're not gonna have to fight 2-on-1 for a little while. Wait for that, you dash up here, there's a fog door. Little alcove you can hide in. Then you go up here and kill this guy. This guy does have a... whoa. This guy does have a grapple that is very devastating, but it also appears that he practically one-shot me. Well, I now have hope that the bosses in this game will one-shot me. If they can bleed me, they can one-shot me at least. Bleed damage has really been my bane this run, which is unsurprising. You know you're designing your game right when the greatest challenge for somebody who refuses to wear armor is bleeding. Oh. Come on. Alright, it's time for backstabs. I can't parry at a time like this. Alright. That was a bit of a cheesy backstab. I parried when the sword was swinging, but not at me. Alright, well, we're done with that. So yeah, those four-armed snakes are pretty terrifying. Oh, yeah. Probably shouldn't wait there. Don't think he's close enough to the edge. Maybe one scimitar swipe would kill him? Yeah. Ooh! So that weapon, I'm not going to equip it or anything because it's a strength weapon, is probably the best greatsword in the game, and is among the best weapons in the game. Compared to other greatswords, it has, ow, shorter range, faster swing speed, which means faster DPS. Alright. Faster swing speed, it's got a gigantic swinging arc. It's like 320-degree swings. You'll hit enemies behind you all the time. Fantastic. And it has by far the highest strength scaling of any greatsword. It's got A and then S when you fully upgrade it. It's also really good when enchanted though. Like with elemental. Which is weird. Ooh, thank God I parried that. There ain't too many of these guys in the castle. I think there's only one more I gotta kill. Alright, not a mimic. That's a good ring. I'm gonna put that on for now since I'm mostly parrying. You know what? No, that counts as armor. This gives you more physical resist. That doesn't. I think that counts as armor. We're not using that. No resistance up rings. Not allowed. That would be very, very useful though. Alright, so this guy doesn't trigger this trap, but you do. So you should just sort of like aggro him and go over here. Kill him in here. Hello. Ow. Try that again. Alright, here's another thing I've never done without a shield. Do your best, I guess. Okay, we're fine. So this part is really weird. Right, it's a lot easier if you take all your armor off before you go up here. Lol. Ow. But yeah, the timing is really tight on this. So any movement speed ups you can get is useful. Shouldn't be too big of a deal for me though, because I have no armor. So the reason why I say this is weird is because There's a secret down there if you get, I think it's like 6 iron balls to go down here. Or I guess they're stone. And it's a pretty good secret. But you can't just leave it on. You have to go down here, load the area, go back up, and then switch it to fall down here again. I have no idea why they chose to do that. Yeah, we're gonna go down here. Are there any enemies in here? There's like dozens of silver knights. This is... I can't tell if this is a mimic. Did not have a tail. These guys hit hard, especially if they can grapple you, but grapple's pretty easy to avoid. We're not going in... maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't really gone in there before. Not in memory anyways. Just don't stand on it when it's going up. Easy. Nope, we're not going up there. Alright, well, that's either a trap or kind of a tight timing, so we're not doing that. Anyways, we want to fill this hole up. But it's loaded now, so we can go back up and twist it. And because we have to sit there and do nothing for about a minute, I can think of no better time to go pee, so I will go switch it into the right position and then go to the bathroom. Alright, I am back. It is probably done. It might need a couple more. Oh, I didn't acknowledge the lightning spear from that mimic. So that's a plus 11 weapon, or the equivalent of it, because in order to make a lightning spear you need, or a lightning weapon of any kind, you need a plus 10 weapon. So it's very good for this point in the game. I might use it. I'm not sure yet. Covetous gold serpent ring increases item drops. Don't believe there's anything over here. I can check. Nothing. Okay. I do not know where the covetous silver serpent ring is in this game. I probably should. It's a pretty important ring. I know where it is in Dark Souls 2 and 3. Alright, so there is another secret that can be opened up through this thing, and I actually already did it. That's if you put a single one down this path. There's nothing up there that I know of. That possibly the covetous silver serpent ring. We've already been here. This is the sleeping guard. We go in here, find this mage.
I have a bright moment in this place.
He's a sorcerer. Big hat Logan.
Oh, but I must log a few things first. Speak with me.
I don't want your magic, dude. And over here we have 10,000 souls. Okay, another great reason to use Soul of a Hero, huh? Might be more than 10,000. Another great reason to use the Master Key. I believe we do have to dodge the rocks going through here again. I'll wait to see. Yep. Not a big deal. This is not reset yet. And then it automatically moves so that you have a rock to deal with over here. I don't know how it moves. But whatever. And now we just go through here. We got another trap here. Alright, this room is probably going to be our last major challenge before the next boss fight. Because we have another one of those big snaky boys. And they aggro at very unpredictable times. Oh boy. Do not murder me. That's a grapple. I don't want that. Thought I heard someone. I know there's an enemy over there. Holy shit, that hurts. Whew. These guys are horrifying. Alright, I guess I believe this guy is guarding some large Titanite shards, which we definitely want. Oops. I took my hand off the controller to get my drink. I don't know why I thought I would one-shot him. Nice. We should be home free at this point as long as we don't get sniped. First half of Sen's Fortress. In fact, it's like the first 2/3. Definitely the hardest. Run all the way through. What? What? I guess I don't remember how to do that room. I thought I've always run all the way through there. That is strange. I guess I will try something different next time. But I thought I usually just run through that. Well, guess we get to do it again. That was a little painful. I think my timing was on there, but what do I know? Whew. Scary. You know what? Hey, hush you. I forgot about the alarm again. I forgot about that last Monday, too. Means I have to shut down the stream early, but that's fine. Finally had the difficulty I was hoping for here in Sen's Fortress. I'm gonna reinforce my bandit's knife once. I'm gonna go check if it one-shots the snakes. And then I'm gonna shut down the stream. I would like to one-shot these snakes. I think that would help a lot. Come at me. No, not quite. I will upgrade it one more time. We are going to need to use it in Anor Londo. If I can one-shot Silver Knights with this Bandit's Knife, I'll be happy. We could also probably level up a couple times. But, like I said, we're going to need to kill the Silver Knights. Next boss isn't that bad either. So, then 2/3. Am I sure I don't want a Scimitar? Am I sure? 9,000 souls to level up. Yeah, I'll reinforce it. Bandit's Knife is ahead of the Scimitar. I had to do it, man. Had to get the one shot. Okay, well, today we, starting in this room, went all the way over to Blighttown from the Valley of Drake's entrance, and we killed Quelaaris, rung the second bell of awakening, got here to Sen's Fortress, and then we died a bunch, both because my bleed resist is nil, and because that last room you're apparently not supposed to go through in one run, even though I seem to remember very well that you were supposed to. The next time I'll be more careful. But yeah, next time we should be able to make it through Sen's Fortress easily. I'm not going to say we're going to make it through Anor Londo though. It's pretty difficult and pretty long. Has the hardest boss in the game at the end of it. But I mean, I'll do my best. And even if we don't clear the whole thing, we'll still probably have some good progress. So, that's it for this stream. I should be able to stream again 1 or 2 times this week. If not, I should be able to stream next Monday. And it should be afternoon CST, but I don't really know. So, until next time.